Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio September 16, 2024. Insecurity about work, performance, or life direction issues may surface today, leading to some doubts for you to ponder. However, remember that this is a temporary phase. The key to navigating through this is self-awareness. Understanding your feelings and the situations you're in, or getting in touch with attitudes or fears that have held you back, can be empowering. As the day progresses, we approach a Venus-Jupiter trine, which can enhance friendships and family relationships. It's a good time to smooth over differences or strengthen relationships by listening and engaging. People you care about are easier to get along with, and you are notably open to sharing your thoughts. It's a good time to negotiate with family or discuss home and family matters. The universe is dancing forth always. Jupiter, our planet of expansion, luck, and miracles, is currently orbiting in the high skies of Gemini and will remain here until June 9, 2025. When it comes to how we'll experience this in regards to sex, we will take on a more curious perspective. This will encourage us try on many hats when we are learning, debating, and experiencing what we desire. Some people may find they're less interested in monogamy or a stable sexual partner, as they want to find out everything that the universe has on the table. Be more open-minded to what could be. Typically, you play it safe when it comes to your financial security. Although this has been useful, it might be beneficial to consider something unique when the moon enters Aquarius. You might be initially unsure of the financial opportunity, especially if your mind is set on something else. However, there could be something uniquely beneficial about this new professional opportunity. Detach your feelings and fixed outlook so that you can see the opportunity for what it truly is. Something unusual or unlikely is not always a bad thing. You may want to do some kind of volunteer work. Helping the needy is a year-round opportunity, not limited to certain special occasions. Pay attention to this part of yourself and to your outgoing nature. If you have like-minded friends, try to start planning a day or two of service in advance, if possible. There are so many opportunities for giving of yourself that you may have a hard time deciding where to focus your attention. 4. This period is going to seem like a breath of fresh air. Indeed, the preceding weeks were rather difficult, but you still have a lot of energy. Very soon, you should be able to harvest the fruits of your past labors, and those close to you will be happy to share this favorable period in your life. May your future success be welcomed. In your professional life, concentrate on your job, avoid obstacles, and don't hesitate to try to convince those you collaborate with of the soundness of your initiatives. As the moon spends its final hours on its first visit to your relationship sector since Pluto's return 12 days ago, it forms a friendly aspect with the Sun in your communication sector. This occurs just as Mercury, the planet of communication, is also engaging with the Sun. Even without the Moon's presence, forces governing communication and relationships have already united. However, the Moon intensifies emotional engagement while Pluto in retrograde motion keeps doors open to past experiences. The communication and relationship gods are leaving no stone unturned today. Just as a friendly aspect between Mercury, the planet of communication in your communication sector, and the dwarf planet Ceres in your relationship sector peaks, so does another between the Sun on the relationship and the Moon on the communication front. Our eyes in the sky. It's often the smallest gestures that leave the biggest impact, isn't it? A quick text to check in on a friend, or a simple "I'm thinking of you," can spark so much joy, both for you and the other person. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a message that instantly brightened your day, making you feel seen and appreciated? That's the kind of connection we're talking about today, the type that strengthens bonds and reminds us of the beauty in our relationships. So, if that sense of connection is calling you, don't ignore it. Today is the perfect day to reach out and spread a little warmth. Who in your life could use a reminder that they matter? Now, let's talk about the energy surrounding you today. It's buzzing with possibility. Your mental sharpness and physical energy are at an all-time high. You're feeling on top of your game, and it's as though everything you set your mind to feels totally within reach. Have you been holding on to a brilliant idea, just waiting for the right moment to bring it to life? Guess what? That moment is now. You already have the tools, knowledge, and insight to succeed. The only thing left to do is to trust yourself enough to take that leap. Sometimes, the most rewarding moments come from stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. Think about a time when you hesitated, only to later realize, I should have started sooner. Today is your gentle nudge to go for €1. There's no better time than the present. In your social life, you'll find yourself especially open and welcoming today. Whether it's deepening connections with close friends or inviting new friendships into your circle, today's energy makes it all feel effortless and meaningful. Have you ever noticed how sharing experiences with others can surprise you with new perspectives, unexpected laughter, and moments of genuine joy? Today is a wonderful opportunity to experience just that. Open your heart and let those connections flourish. When we invest in our relationships, we not only enrich our own lives but also create spaces for others to feel valued and heard. It's a cycle of kindness and love, one that will be mirrored back to you tenfold. But let's not forget, even with all this positive momentum, there may be moments where your mind drifts toward unrealistic dreams or desires. You might find yourself daydreaming about something that seems just out of reach or feeling tempted by a risk that could undo the progress you've made. These moments are worth paying attention to, not for the risk itself, but for what they might reveal about your inner state. Have you ever felt a pull toward something, only to realize later that it was driven by a deeper dissatisfaction with where you currently are? These feelings aren't always about chasing something new, they're often a signal that it's time for reflection. Take a step back and ask yourself, what's really driving these desires? Why do I feel the need for change? By giving yourself the time and space to explore these questions, you'll gain clarity. And here's the beautiful part, it's often the small, intentional shifts that lead to the most fulfilling transformations. It's not always about big, sweeping changes. Sometimes, a quiet moment of reflection, a change in perspective, or a shift in priorities can make all the difference. So, as you move through today, stay grounded in the present, and embrace the opportunities that come your way. Whether it's reigniting a passion project, reaching out to loved ones, or simply giving yourself the time to reflect, trust you're exactly where you need to be. You have the strength, wisdom, and support to move forward with confidence and grace.